I'm about to challenge you on how you see the world, because how you see the world is being determined by your mind. So in order for you to change, you have to change how you think. And once you change your thinking, you change how you see the world. And this is what happened. In one weekend, I became a guy that was not confident to a guy that was so confident and could approach anyone in the street in one weekend. I will be sharing with you how I did it and what helped me to see the world in a different way. With that being said, let's dive deeper in this video. I can remember it's at this moment when I started seeing the world in a different perspective. When my friends told me, Norman, let's go and watch football today, and I said, why not get that chance? And I remember when I went to watch the football, no, I'm not a fan of football, so I said, why not go stay upstairs? Then when I was upstairs, I saw a lady who was seated downstairs, and I said, why not go and say hi? Although I was so shy, I could not speak to anyone, so I said, let me go and say hi to her and see what will happen. So I remember when I was going to say going downstairs, I was feeling like I was coming from heaven to earth. It was a long distance for me to reach to her. Then when I said hi to her, then we started vibing. Afterwards, we started having fun and laughing. Then I said, afterwards, I went and sat down and asked myself, this was easy to meet someone like that. It was easy for me to meet someone like that. So I asked myself, how something of that sort happened? And I realized this is because I just stepped out of my mind, and that click happened, and I was able to experience the real life by seeing the people without filtering them. So I never filtered the people, the person that I was about to see, and that helped me to see them as who they are, not as who I imagined they are. So that really helped me. After that experience, I said, if I'm not going to guide what goes in my mind, then I'm not going to achieve what I need. And with that, I said, okay, what am I willing to do? Because if I'm not going to guide my mind, what goes in my mind, then I'm going to have a hard time when it comes to changing me, when it comes to seeing the world different, because it was my mission to see the world differently. I knew there are some people who are seeing the world differently. So for example, if a car passes by and you'll see someone saying, wow, that person sucks, that's a person is a thief, and someone will say, okay, I'm working towards achieving that car, I'm working towards driving that car. So that is a different mindset. So the kind of mindset that you need is determined by what has been happening in your past. What have you been feeding your mind with? What have you been listening to? So it has to be your mission that you have to be willing to get out and say, okay, I'm used to this kind of lifestyle. I am used to this kind of thinking. Ask yourself, the kind of thinking that you used that last year, has it brought some benefit to you, or has it been ruining your life? So if it's not benefiting you, be willing to change. Because if you're not going to change and let go of what has happened in your past and say, okay, I'm ready to program myself, I'm ready to go to the next level. The same way, if a computer is not operating as fast as you need, you just have to change the software. You have to upgrade the software. Even your phone, when it's not operating at its maximum, will start hanging. The same thing, if you want it to stop from hanging, you have to update the softwares, the apps. The same thing, you have to update your mind if you want to go to the next level. It's weird where people want to change and want to become better, and they're not willing to change their mind. So be willing to update your mind. Be willing to go to the next level. The same way, once you start updating your mind and taking action towards what you're putting in here, then you'll start seeing the world in a different perspective. It's not a science rocket. If you have to do this and do this, no, it's something that you can start now. Even now, you can start now. For example, you can say, why not go and say hi to strangers out there? What is limiting you from doing that? You have all the power to do that. So start now. You know, someone will say, I'm an introvert. That does not limit you from saying hi to strangers. Start doing it. Push yourself to get out of that. For example, you can say, okay, today I will record a video out here in the public. What will happen if I record it? Maybe say hi to the camera. What will happen? Start from there, and it's going to bring a new experience for your life. So if you want to talk to me and you want me to help you, you can click the link below and book a call with me. Then I'll reach out to you.